"Oh, wait, sir," he said with exaggerated brightness. "I stand corrected. Admiral, we have them."
"On the board,"
Aralani ordered.
There!
Kresh said, pointing at the glowing circle on the tactical board that marked the drive emissions.
Looks like they're maintaining their original heading.
"Ship's uncloaking, Admiral," Taniq said. "Still too far away for any configuration analysis." He shook his head. "I have to give them full marks for confidence."
"Confidence bordering on arrogance,"
Aralani agreed. The target ship had naturally activated its cloaking field the moment the Star Destroyer popped into the system, hiding itself from the potential enemy. But from its current position, it was clear that instead of shutting down its drive and playing dead the way the Steadfast had, it had continued to track along its course, fully expecting that the Imperial ship wouldn't notice the telltales. Which of course it hadn't.
Looks like it's getting ready to jump,
Kresh said.
"There it goes!"
"Secure from dark mode,"
Aralani called.
"Do we have their vector?"
"We do, Admiral," Taniq said, as all around them the bridge and the Steadfast began once again to come to life. "Sending it to the helm." Aralani turned her attention to the helm, and the young girl seated quietly in the navigator's seat.
"Whenever you're ready, Navigator Myaric."
"Yes, Admiral," Myaric said. She braced herself as she took the helm controls, then bowed her head. She held the pose a moment, then drew a breath and huffed it out. A moment later, the Steadfast was in hyperspace.
Let's just hope they're all as incompetent as the ones in that Star Destroyer,
Kresh murmured at Aralani's side.
"They won't be,"
Aralani said, trying to hide her own misgivings. Tracking an enemy ship to learn its destination and purpose was one thing. Tracking it across borders toward the very center of alien territory was something else entirely.
"Signal all senior officers. I want them in the bridge conference room in 10 minutes to discuss the current situation."
"Yes, ma'am,"
Kresh said.
"And..."
He left the question hanging. Not that Aralani didn't know perfectly well what he was suggesting. The problem was that the newcomer, the alien, was still not fully accepted by some of the officers and crew. In a crisis situation, or even a politically charged one, lack of trust could lead to hesitation, which could lead to disaster. But she was likely to need information and analysis before this was over, and he was far and away the best resource the Steadfast had. And a good commander never wasted or ignored resources.
"Yes,"
she told Kresh.
"Go ahead and signal him as well. Order Lieutenant Eli Vanto to join us."
Chapter 1. Communications to and from a Star Destroyer like the ISD Chimera came from many directions and at many different statuses and security levels. Each message carried a numerical code specifying the degree of importance, and those codes defined how and by whom each was to be handled. Commodore Karan Farrow knew all of those codes, but somehow, in a still youthful corner of her mind that years of Imperial military regulation and order hadn't quite eradicated, those codes also somehow ended up as colors. Identification signals from nearby ships or status reports from mid-distant bases, routine matters handled by junior officers, came in shades of green or blue. The small percentage of more significant orders and reports from Coruscant, which was better known by the bureaucracy these days as Imperial Center, were pictured in shades of yellow or orange. Those were screened by the Chimera's more senior officers. The rare handful of vital or top-secret messages coming from the senior admirals of high command